But right now, I want to bring a guest in to talk about minority ownership, business ownership.
Gary Wade is my name. Grew up on Almeda. Man, I've seen Almeda and change. Listen to me. From Mobile, Alabama, I'll never forget her. She sit in my class. Guess what she make? Praline candies, pralines. After she finished my class, now she sell pralines to the city of Mobile, Alabama for the after-school program. So in my academy, man, I teach you a term called performing a commercially useful function. Performing a commercially useful function. Pop, that simply means I do what the hell my certification said I do.
And Trump is in office, so it's going to be a lot to talk about with him. He gives you material.
Yep.
A bunch of it. So looking forward to it.
Comedians.
Most clowns do.
What's up? It's your boy Pop, and we're back for another episode of Big Stick Energy. And also, Big Stick Energy brought to you by Brock Brand. Go out and get your Brock Brand right now on brockbrand.com. And also, Quad Houston, located on 4608 Almeda. Good food, good drinks, all good right here at Quad Houston. And the Den Cigar Lounge, which that's what we're filming at right now. Having a smoke, having a drink. And, Nene, what's going on?
Nothing. No, hey y'all, what's going on? I was trying to make a little promo video. I didn't think you was gonna get to me that fast. Okay. So yeah, hey y'all, it's Natalia, aka Nene to the niggas in the hood. I ain't got too much going on. I'm finna make a physical change here soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm finna cut all my hair back off.
So, oh wow. Okay, so yeah. Coco couldn't make it tonight. Okay. She had diarrhea. I'm sorry.
Oh, she gonna wear you out, bro.
Nah, I just fucking with. Nah, Coco, she couldn't make it tonight. Mm-hmm. She texted me and told me she couldn't make it tonight, so it's all good. So that's fine. And she'll be back next week. So okay. Coco got a nice little fan base. You know, some guys be asking about Coco all the time, man.
Coco got hoes.
Yeah, something like that. But we'll have a good show tonight. It ain't a packed house as far as what we got on the set. Got my main man D. Wayne Evans Antonio, aka Tone, aka Mr. Pretty Tony.
Hey,
what's
there
up,
you go.
Doc?
You just called my whole government name. I am Antonio. That's it.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry,
Antonio
brother.
Antonio from North Carolina. Or did they say North Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Been here 6 years, so I don't know if that makes me a Houstonian yet or not. But
yeah, you are. Yeah, you
6
pretty
years?
much are.
If you go to the rodeo one time and live through a flood, you're a Houstonian.
To the rodeo yet.
You got to start over.
He lived through a flood.
Yeah. Two of them.
And a blizzard. So, yeah, okay.
Well, you going to the rodeo this year then?
I am.
Okay, there you
So,
go.
yeah, there he is. He'll be all the way in like Flynn.
Okay, yeah.
Who we got behind you back there? That guy, Ham.
Better known as Richard Cunningham. I'm just living every day.
We know.
And every day we living.
And we got somebody new here. Grab the mic and talk to the folks, people.
Hello, everybody. This is Brian. That's right.
This is Brian.
That's that sinus getting that voice lower and some cigars. Yeah, it's Brian from New Jersey. Just out here, moved in Houston a couple of months back from Los Angeles, by the way. Enjoying a good cigar with friends and glad to be a part of this event. Looking forward to a good conversation.
Thank you, Brian. My bad. This is Brian. I like that. Brian from Jersey. My main man, Les. What's up, Les?
What's going on, man? I'm just happy to be here, man. You know, I'm out of town all the time, so to be able to be here today, on this podcast, whether it be watching it or being on it. Hey, this is a treat for me.
Les is a bad man. Let me tell you about Les.
Oh, what's going on with Les?
Let me tell you about Les.
Les. Let me
Les
look
a
at his
bad
face.
man.
I don't know why he calling me out like that.
Oh, okay. I be seeing him around. Okay.
International.
Les,
with a
a.k.a. Cat
passport.
Daddy.
That's Les.
International lover.
Cat Daddy.
Never fuck without a rub.
That's Les. When Prince
Okay.
made that song,
International
International
love.
Lover.
Oh, okay.
And when you look it up, it ain't Prince on the side of it. It's Les on the side
Oh,
of it.
come on, Les. With the best.
Don't do me like that.
That's
Come
my
on now.
guy, man. That's my
Don't do
guy.
me like that.
Hey, man. So we've had a long week. I'm going to rewind it back. Let's go back to sports because it was a long weekend for sports, for football mainly. Because we don't really fuck with the NBA. Well, I don't as much.
I like basketball.
I mean, basketball is cool, but I don't want to get into that conversation right now about basketball because it is.
I know it ain't that much fun. No
Yeah, it's
more.
not that much fun to watch. And
more than
like you
fighting.
say, viewership is down 53%. So that what that tell you?
I know. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, but football was great this weekend. We had an upset. Well, I'm not talking about that game. I'm talking about the Detroit and Washington game.
Oh, I thought you was talking about my beloved Texans.
No, we'll talk about the Texans in a minute.
Okay.
But I lost the stick
Man,
with
they
the
s-
Washington
they
and
smoke- they smoke
Oh,
real
yeah, you
good,
had
too.
bet on that
They
game.
smoke real good when they free.
Detroit
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
You bet you Antonio.
Yeah, I bet Antonio.
You bet Antonio.
I
No,
bet
you
Antonio a
didn't.
cigar that Detroit would win. I was betting with my heart for the most part because I don't like Washington.
Okay. What you got? You call them the shit skins,
The
huh?
shit skins.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Shit
shit
skins.
skins. And I damn sure don't like the Sheagles. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, they both playing each other this weekend. And everybody asks me, who am I going with? Who I have. I don't want neither one of them to win, really. But if I had to roll with one, I'm going to roll with the rookie quarterback this week. I'm going to roll with the rookie quarterback this week because I despise the Eagles. They have their fans are the most classless fans
Who that?
in the NFL.
Who?
The Sheagles.
Oh, okay.
They're the most classless fans in the NFL. And even if I wasn't a Cowboy fan saying that, if I was a fan of anybody else, I would still say the same thing about them. They have no class. Period. Are they the worst? Yeah, because I don't give a damn about it. I'm trying to clean up my act. I wanted to say something else. So this weekend we got the Shitskins and the Sheagles playing.
Okay.
And who played? Oh, so the Baltimore and Buffalo game. Let's talk about that. Now, Lamar Jackson. I'm a fan, not a huge fan, but I'm a fan. I like the kid. Will he ever win a Super Bowl? I kind of doubt it if he ever win a Super Bowl. But off the field, do you think Lamar Jackson should clean it up? So what I mean by clean up, do you think he should cut the stuff out of his head and take the grill out of his mouth to be marketable? Go ahead.
No.
I don't think he should cut his hair, but he should definitely take that grill out.
And right here?
It wouldn't hurt to have some voice lessons, be able to speak a little clearer.
He do need to speak better.
Yeah, that would probably help him a lot.
I can help him with that.
Go ahead.
I think that's who he is, and it's not gonna change. I mean,
So that's understandable.
I mean, the way he speaks that's just the way he speaks. That's because his environment that he.
Well,
came
let's
from,
not forget about Magic Johnson back in the day.
Magic Johnson was horrible.
But was he marketable though?
He
But he was marketable.
Exactly.
You talking about a bigger. You talking about a bigger franchise with the L.A. Lakers and the Baltimore Ravens. That's apples and oranges. So, to me.
Well, I'm gonna say this. He could always still be himself without losing himself. And what I mean by that, I believe, it's just me, to be a little bit more marketable. Take the grill out, cut the hair, and work on your speech. Work on talking, just a little bit. He ain't got to do a whole monologue.
It's kind of hard to advertise a product if you really don't understand what he's saying.
Exactly. If you don't understand what he's saying, and I believe if he cut the hair and take the grill out, I believe he can get more money than what he, because kids love him. Kids love him. And I ain't talking about black kids.
Yeah.
I'm talking about white kids love him. So, but parents are scared of that. They don't want to see.
I get that.
They don't want to see little Billy.
With a
Grill
grill,
nine.
with a grill and some locks.
Go ahead, bro.
So are you saying him having a grill will stop him from being in the Hall?
Huh?
Were you saying the grill will stop him from getting in the Hall of Fame?
No. Here's what I'm saying. Now, the grill you can take in and out at any time. Wear the grill at the highs, at the club, whatever you do in your free time. You can wear the grill at that time. But on TV, I believe you should take the grill out. And the shield will give you more. We all know how the shield works. And we know how that billion-dollar industry works. Yeah, he getting some money, but could he get more?
But more is
don't
not
want more.
always everybody's aspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, I mean, like believe it or not, some people don't want to have just this over massive amount of fucking money because, you know, Diddy he said more money, more problems.
I mean, he already at 400-something million.
Yeah, like, so what, I mean, like, really, like, what the, I mean, man, fuck that. Keep your hair, rock your grill, and you know, because sometimes just being able to thrive as who the fuck you are, being able to be your authentic self is more than any motherfucking money you can make.
So let's say this here then. Let's
Especially
say
if you already caked up, like,
let's say this in. If the NFL is a conspiracy behind the NFL who gets to the Super Bowl, do you think they're going to let him get into the Super Bowl? If it is a conspiracy.
I don't even, he probably don't even give a shit.
He gives a shit.
Okay, well, then, I mean, then that's a decision he would have to make.
Well, my thing is,
Who need a nap?
what would you prefer?
Somebody get
What
that
would
man
you
a
prefer,
CPAP.
Super Bowl ring or a yellow jacket?
Oh, he going to get the yellow jacket.
But what would you prefer if you was?
The yellow jacket.
Yeah, that's all he probably is concerned about.
Okay, well,
Yeah, that's probably all he concerned. Because the greatest athlete that played NFL football, you can't name one commercial that he was ever in. The greatest wide receiver in football, you have never seen him in a commercial till recently. And he just running through this is after his career.
Jerry
Rice never had a commercial during his playing career, not one.
But Jerry was still clean cut, though.
Oh yeah, he was clean cut, but he didn't care for all that other stuff. He was more in his football.
But Jerry also won Super Bowls.
Yeah. A lot of them. Yeah.
That's the difference. All right, so Baltimore lost this weekend. A lot of people are mad or sad. They wanted to see. Could you imagine Baltimore and Detroit in the Super Bowl together? two colored cities.
So shit.
I think the ratings would have went way down.
Huh?
I think the ratings would have went way down. Is there?
You said if who
Yeah.
and who?
Detroit and Baltimore.
Oh,
I think people are sick of seeing KC in there though.
Not me. I like seeing KC.
A lot of people tired of seeing them though.
The refs like seeing KC play too.
Okay, so since we're on KC and Texans now, do anybody feel like it was the ref's fault?
that's what they said.
They had a part in it. It wasn't their fault that the Texans lost, but they had a part.
It did affect the game.
They did affect the game.
Okay, so let me ask you
So
this.
they made them lose.
So let me ask you this.
No, they didn't make them
They
lose.
make him lose. How many times did he get sacked? The ref didn't have nothing to do with that.
Okay, gotcha.
Let-
Texans are the first team ever to outgain an opponent by 100 yards, never turn the ball over, and still lose the game.
Okay, so let me ask you this. That's fine. How many points off them two penalties? 10 points. Okay. So, did the ref have anything to do with him being sacked 8 times?
No.
Did the refs have anything to do with the kicker missing the field goals and the extra points?
No.
Did the ref have anything to do with that 4th and 10 call that he called in the fourth quarter
Terrible.
that could have changed the game?
Did the field position that the refs gave the Chiefs affect the Chiefs being able to get more points and more first downs and more ball control?
It was only 10 points.
Lost
So,
by 9.
Only.
They lost by 9.
so let's just say this here.
So them niggas could
Okay.
have tied.
Okay, let's just say them 10 points could have been the game. But at any time in that game, wasn't you still in it? Didn't you still have an opportunity to win the game?
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about D'Amico when he went for that 4th and 10.
That was crazy.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about this boy got beat up, got sacked 8 times. Who said something about that?
Those are facts. But once again, if you look at the preponderance over the season, they've got a lot of calls across the board that gave them home field advantage.
Okay, so
A lot of games the Chiefs
okay,
won.
let's say this to them. And I'm sure D'Amico smart enough, and he did what he did all last week, telling them the refs they're gonna get a call, preparing you for this. That is some stuff you can't control. But what can you control?
Well, but look at it this way. That 4th and 10 call, I understand what you're saying as a fan looking at it on TV or being in the stands and watching it. That could have been a call to try to build a confidence like, hey, if you get this, you can win this, Let's go all out and let's get this 4th and 10, So it could have been a motivational type of thing to light a fire.
And it could, but it wasn't because it was 5 minutes left in that game. You still had plenty of time left. And you gave them the ball back, and they went 3 and out. Could you imagine if you'd have got the ball back down there on that side of the field and made them do a 3 and out? How that could have changed the game, the field position. Now you had a shot. That's all I'm saying. You got to play the field position, and you got to play the clock. You got to time management. They didn't do that, and they still had the opportunity to win the game. Despite what the refs did and said,
Right.
they still had an opportunity to win the game.
Right. But the Texans have been doing that all year. They've been playing the best teams and playing them. And then they, at the end of the game, they just kind of give it up.
No, it's not the same. Right. Why was what? Okay, but it happened. It happened. So if you're the coach, you're going into a game against Kansas City. You already know you're going. Exactly. If you're the coach, you're going into the game already telling them, "Hey, man, don't leave the game in the ref's hands, and we're gonna get holes maybe a couple of plays. We just got to overcome it." You got to go into the game telling them that. We can still win this game. We just got to overcome this part of the game. And that part of the game was early. And you still had time to come back and win. That's all I'm saying. I don't never blame the ref for what happens in the game. Yeah, they make some bad calls. Shit, 6 years ago, Rams, New Orleans Saints in the playoffs. Clearly, it was a pass interference. Clearly. They did not call it. But as a Saint fan, with Julius as a Saint fan, that is the only thing he remembers was that damn play. But, hold on, Julius. Hold on. But Sean Payton and Drew Brees really fucked that game off. Without the refs, if you take the refs away, it's the fourth quarter, a minute and some change left on the Rams side of the field, and you throw the ball 3 times. The Rams only got 2 timeouts. You throw the ball 3 times in a row instead of running the ball, making burn the timeouts, kicking the field goal, it's only going to leave them 40 seconds left on the clock. You had a better opportunity of winning the game. But Sean Payton and Drew Brees did not do that. They chose to throw the ball. And just so happened, one of those passes was the pass interference that wasn't called. And that's all Saints fans remember, was that they don't remember what the coach should have done in the game, that they could have won the game. Mm-hmm. Not only that, if you go to the first half of that game, they was inside their own 10 and didn't score a touchdown twice.
That sounds horrible.
But they blame that part on the refs. It's always the refs. Leave the game alone. The game is just fine.
You know what, Pop?
Yeah, but the game is the game. If it ain't broke, don't fix that shit. It ain't broke. Leave it alone.
But I say, if it's that obvious, why doesn't New York step in and make that change?
Listen, I hate that, and I get what you're saying. I hate that they changed the kickoff rules.
Yeah, I hate that too.
It's something that we had to get used to this year, but they did. It's a lot of rules that they changed in the game during the offseason that you just got to get used to it once it happens. But all I'm saying is, I don't think nothing wrong with the game the way it is. When you start changing too much shit, it just even with the quarterback rules. I mean, I grew up in the era your ass got hit. And I think a quarterback should get hit. But since they've been doing this shit now for the past 10 years, leave it alone now. Just leave it alone. So that's my take on that Texans and KC game. I'm sorry that the Texans lost, but you can't put all the blame on no refs. They had some part to do with it too.
You know what, Pop? You sound like you sound like a really good coach. I think you should go get a little league team.
No, I don't deal with parents like that. What'd you say?
Oh, for real,
So,
you should be a coach.
In your opinion, how many games in the NFL since you've been watching football the team has lost because of the refs?
A shitload of them.
And you don't think they should try to correct it?
Well, here's my thing. What could you control? If you're still in the ball game, what could you control to win that game? What could you do to win that game? You know it's going to be bad calls. Everybody knows it's good. I'm talking about, let's cross out Kansas City, period. and the calls that they get. Let's cross that shit out. Let's just say refs in general. You're going to get bad calls. Referees are human. They are. And they're going to call some shit sometimes that we see it on TV, it ain't going to be right. You know how many face masks they have missed that don't get called?
Well, if they do their job 100%, we won't have a game. It'll be a whistle every play.
Exactly. Holding be called every play.
Every play.
All weekend, Tony kept saying, flag, holding, flag, and how many plays it was? Down to every play.
Down to every play, yeah.
So we can't leave the game alone.
Yeah, but if it's a game of that magnitude, and that, why would you leave it in the ref's hands? I mean, like you said, they make mistakes, but if you got a backup in New York that reviews it, and you got all these cameras, why can't you fix it?
You're right. So here's my thing about that. Years ago, Cowboys playing Green Bay, and they threw that ball to Dez. Hold on, listen. No, listen. Everybody say it was catch. The ref say it wasn't catch. I don't give a damn about that play. That ain't what lost us the game. What lost us the game, defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. And it was 4th and 1 when they ran that play with Dez. It was 4th and 1 when they ran that play with Dez. And they threw that damn ball when all they had to do was get a first down and keep the clock going. So I'm not mad at the ref for calling the bullshit the call. I'm mad at the coaches for putting them in a situation like that. That's all I'm saying. I don't blame the refs because the refs are going to do whatever it is they're going to do. They're going to miss a call. They're going to call a call that ain't right. That's just what it is.
You know what? Let's go back to 78 or 79. Remember that song that was out, the referee was smoking a joint? Remember when the Oilers threw that touchdown pass against the Steelers?
In the back of the end zone.
In the back of the end zone.
Okay. No touchdown. That was a touchdown, but no reviewing at the time neither.
Or even more recent, the Tuck rule that started the Tom Brady era against the Raiders, the Patriots.
Yeah. You see a little bit.
I ain't bitter. I ain't bitter. I went to the Super Bowl from that. I ain't bitter.
All I'm saying is, you can't blame the refs for everything. It's some shit you got to take responsibility for and take that loss and keep it moving, and that's just what it is. So this weekend we got Kansas City, Buffalo, Washington, and Philly. And before we wrap this part up, who y'all got?
I got Washington and Kansas City.
I got Eagles, Kansas City.
Eagles, Kansas City.
I got to replay Kansas City and Eagles.
Replay Kansas City, Eagles. Yeah, I don't want to see the Eagles at all. But what you got?
Philly and Buffalo.
Philly and Buffalo. It'd be crazy if it was a Buffalo and Washington back to 1992 Super Bowl all over again. That'd be some crazy shit. Are you following you done?
Oh, no, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, you done. Okay, cool. So I'm hoping to beat Kansas City and Washington. I'm hoping Kansas City win the whole thing. 3-peat for my homeboy.
Who?
My homeboy.
Home?
Patrick, my homeboy.
In your opinion, that makes him the GOAT?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. He still got some time to go.
He's getting there, though.
He getting there.
3 in a row is unheard of.
It
now,
hasn't
I will
been
say
done.
this here. He does something that Brady
Didn't do.
So that it will put him in a conversation. Yeah, see, that's a whole nother thing. But we got a few more years for that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we had inauguration going on this past week, and a lot of stuff going on with that. We're going to get back to that in a minute, but right now I want to bring a guest in to talk about minority ownership, business ownership. Wade, what's up, Wade? Come on over and holler at your boy. What's up, Wade? How you doing, sir?
I'm where? This is my seat, I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's your seat, sir.
So,
So this grab the mic. So this young man here is a pillar in the neighborhood, in the community, and he does help minority-owned businesses. Wade, could you let the panel know and let the people know out there a little bit more about yourself and what you do, sir?
absolutely. Gary Wade is my name. From here in Houston, Texas. Grew up on Almeda. Man, I've seen Almeda done change at least 4 or 5 times. And now it's for the good. So, I mean, I'm just a brother from the hood who found my way in the minority disadvantaged business enterprise space because I was a product of that system. And I was very interested in making it work for me. And what I realized when making it work for me, that it's just one of me. And it's a whole lot of people from my community need to be involved with these type of programs. And primarily the main reason why I think people need to be involved with these kind of programs because none of these programs would run if it was not for our tax dollars. So all of this infrastructure work going on, all these libraries, schools, airports, roads, streets, you name it, we pay for it. We pay for it to be built. And I just believe if I pay for it, I ought to get a piece of it. And that piece is available to me if I know how to parlay my way into doing it. And what I realized very quickly is you're not going to make it if you don't clearly understand the rules and regulations of the program. You know, we got a lot of people that say they're in the program. We got a lot of people working the program. We got a lot of people. But after doing this for a decade, and I'm sad to say, a lot of our people in this program clearly don't understand these programs, even the ones that work in the program. They just don't. And so I believe we perish for the lack of knowledge. So I thought I would do myself some good and make my mission to be able to help other small, minority, and disadvantaged businesses be the best they can be in our community. And so that's pretty much what I do.
So how long have you been doing this?
So I've been in business for myself every day of my life. Every day of my life. And I've been in all kind of businesses. I just came from a family that we just believe in working for ourselves. In fact, I tell this story all the time. I am the baby boy of 6 older brothers, and my older brothers are deceased, but they all have kids. So my nieces and nephews, everybody that's living, everybody is self-employed. All my siblings, my kids, everybody.
That's a
Everybody.
great thing.
They do their own stuff, you know. And I was just talking to my son today, because he schooled his daddy, and I was asking him, boy, how you get what you get from you? Well, okay, well, listen to the teacher. So I think we all should do that. And I think the reason we don't do it is because we don't expose our kids to a lot of stuff. You know, I was listening to y'all talk about football and sports, and that's good because we all play football. Man, I made money playing football, basketball. I was an athlete. But what happens is that's only for a period of time.
True.
So we have to keep maturing and manufacturing our minds so that we can learn how to get in the mix, how to make something happen for us, you know. I think the same thing that it takes for us to get up and go work for anybody, we can do it for ourselves. Now, everybody ain't qualified to do that. But for those who want that opportunity should be able to have it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new administration. I heard you talking about the new administration. But prior to the new administration, there was some programs, and those programs are still in existence now, that's just absolutely off the chart for minority-owned business. One that comes to my mind all the time is the Biden infrastructure bill. $1.2 trillion pumped into the economy by the previous administration to go on, I think, until the next 20 years. Of that money, in that bill, it clearly says that the small, minority, and disadvantaged business enterprise community should be involved. Some of those funds should be expended to us, okay? And expended, that I get the definition, means spent on me.
Yeah.
But if we don't know how to get it, we don't know what to do, can't get it. You just can't get it. And so what I did was I decided to start a program called the MWDBE Training Academy. And what I do is I teach minority-owned businesses, I don't care what you do, sell bobby pins, battleships, I'm going to show you how to get in and to win. Absolutely. And the formula is playing by the rules and understand how it goes. Pack fast. You got to know the rules.
So let me ask you this: so for our audience and people on the panel, how do people get a contact with you or get a hold of you or come to your classes?
You know what? I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. I started winter 2025 on Martin Luther King Day. So this class I've been teaching, been going on now for 6 years. I started 2019, January 20th, Martin Luther King Day. And I just started the winter 25 class this week. This week, the first week, I just let people come on the panel on Zoom and just introduce themselves. So we've been doing introductions this week. Starting Monday, we're going to get into my actual training on how to be successful, what to do. You know, I'll give you a perfect example. Everybody sitting in this room, everybody, got some kind of goals or ambition. And if y'all notice, I met everybody because I want to know what people do. And everybody do something, okay? Everybody do something. And in this country, the federal government have labeled us with what's called a NACE code, a number. Just like our Social Security number, our driver's license. And that number says what we do. In fact, if you file your tax returns, it's a NACE code number up in the corner, whether you notice it or not. So we all got something we do, okay? But here's the kicker. Can you do what you say you do? Or are you just bumping your gums? Yeah. I was just sitting there talking to the sister Pam, who works for one of the, I think she worked for one of the entities. I don't want to call it an entity. But in any event, me and her were just talking. And I can hear in her spirit that she would love to help minority-owned businesses make it happen. But when they come in her office, they ain't ready. And I'm the same way. If you ain't ready, why we won't put you in? It's just like I was talking about football. I can't put you in the game if you ain't ready. Mm-hmm. You got to know what to expect. And it ain't always that you're going to win. They're going to cheat on you. They're going to say they cheated on you. So all those things, you got to understand how to deal with them. And if you don't understand the rules and regulations governing these programs, you're going to fall short. Just that simple. Those who understand the rules succeed. I've been doing this now, like I say, for 6 years, and I have about 300 practitioners around America. You know, here's what saddened me. In America, there's about 45,000 DBE, which disadvantaged business enterprises around America, in all 50 states. And in Texas alone, there's roughly about 4,500, okay? This class that I do is absolutely free, okay, with a public grant from USDOT for me to find whoever want to get in this class, go online and let me teach you, okay? So obviously I got access to the 4,500 people or companies in the directory, so I sent out emails to them inviting them to the class. And you know how many respond out of the 4,500 on the average?
How many?
Take a guess. Less than 5. Oh, wow. And let me tell you why, guys. Once you go get certified, you think that's it. The game on once you get certified. Are you qualified to do what you're certified as? Yeah. And that's what I like to do. I like to know what you say you do, so now let's check you out and see if you can do what you say you do. And with what I've developed, I've got relationships now with prime contractors around the U.S. that listen to my recommendation, because I'm not going to recommend them to no contractor who can't make it happen. I'm sorry. Yeah. So if I vet you out and realize that you can make it happen in what you do, I'm going to bat for you. I'm going to bat for you. You know, we also working with a program with Senator Miles, Boris Miles. For this session, I'm gonna be up in Austin, and I'm gonna be lobbying for some money so I can teach my young brothers and sisters in Texas how to get it. Because Texas is one of the largest states in the union. In fact, $700 billion from this infrastructure bill that Biden passed coming to Texas. It's already coming and been coming through all types of programs. You know, remember COVID? Remember COVID?
Mm-hmm.
They shut the whole world down, right?
Yeah.
But people was serving medicine and all kind of masks and shots and all that kind of stuff. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much money small minority, disadvantaged women, sisters, that nurses, and what you call it when you do the shots, phlebotomy, all that kind of stuff? I had a woman come in my class. Listen to me, come in my class. My specialty is construction, okay? And she was listening. She said, Mr. Wade, your class ain't designed for me. And I told her, just keep sitting in the class. What she did during the COVID was came up with a plan that she would charge $15 per person to go to their house and get them a shot. So it was her business to knock on the door, however she got to them, and how many in the house? 6 of y'all? Y'all scared to go down? Let me give you a COVID shot and charge. Public money through public entity. I got another sister, listen to me, from Mobile, Alabama. I'll never forget her. She sit in my class. Guess what she make? Praline candies, pralines. After she finished my class, now she sell pralines to the city of Mobile, Alabama for the after-school program.
Oh, wow.
So how much money she's making, I don't know, and I don't care. But one thing I do know, she know how to make it happen. And that's what it's all about. And that's just a couple of stories, you know. My lane is construction. I remember when the 288 wasn't there.
That was a long.
That ain't been that long ago. I remember when the 288 wasn't there. Well, let me take that back. Not the 288, the toll road.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
Toll road. Okay?
Yeah, I remember.
The toll road. The toll road was built right straight down the middle of my damn neighborhood. Third Ward, South Park, Sunnyside, Hiram Clark, all down the middle. We played football in the pasture behind Astorworld, right where the freeway is, the dump. How dare you come in my city, in my neighborhood, and do business with everybody but me? That's a disrespect. That's a disrespect. Right now they're doing the thing behind U of H, what you call it, the spur.
Yeah.
Williams Construction, right here in Third Ward, right around the corner. Where the African Americans at? It's some black people in our community can do some work, and I know they can do it.
Yeah, it seemed like Williams Construction got a tight hold on everything.
Well, let me tell y'all a story about Williams Construction.
Okay.
About 7 or 8 years ago, I did a little forum kind of like this in my office, and I invited all the major contractors. The president of Williams Construction, Bob Lanner. We sit down in my office, and the whole idea was Bob had been, the company had been indicted or him or something behind these fraudulent deals. And he got out of the problem some kind of way and promised that he would not do it and that he would start packing fair with minority-owned businesses in Houston. That's been 5 years ago. Nothing ain't happened. And the reason nothing ain't happened is because nobody hold them to compliance. See, we got to teach our people to hold these people accountable for not packing fair with us. Now, if I had $100 of your money and you came ask me for it and I gave you $10, what would you do? You have a problem with that, huh?
Yeah.
Negro, what my other 90? But what we do as a community, we take the 10 backpedaling and go and walk away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you talk about, we've been talking about DEI. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I feel sorry for the brothers and sisters that have these jobs that was appointed by president and his people, because the new president shutting all that down.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want you to think about this. John Brown, who is the director of X, Y, and Z department, got 18 people working under him. They finna basically fire him. What's gonna happen to the other 18 people on the staff? And guess who they look like? Me and you. Me and you. Mostly me and you.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna sprinkle in a few white kids and some Chinese and some brown ones, but most of it's gonna be us. You know, most of it's gonna be us. Now, I can't fault the new administration for what they do, because that's how the game is played. We won. We choose and do what we want to do. So what I've been saying since Trump been the president, whoever didn't vote the other way, they're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for it. You know, they're going to pay for it. Hell to pay. Listen, welfare, all that kind of stuff that we depend on, all that stuff is on the chopping block. You know, what is that Project 2025 that... Look, I didn't read the whole 900 pages, but the point I looked at, I'm like, are you crazy? But guess what? It is what it is. Yeah. And guess who it's going to affect? The least of us. You know? So that's why I'm encouraged, and I ask people, hey, get up, make something happen right in your own neighborhood. Yeah. You know, I was talking to the two brothers behind me. Both of them brothers right there got perfect spaces for starting minority-owned businesses today. Not tomorrow, today. Now, where they at mentally for the business, I don't know. But if they are in that space, what's a better time to do it? You know a better time to do it? You a proprietor?
Yeah.
It's hard, ain't it?
It's definitely hard.
You just make it look good, huh?
I don't know about that, but yeah, it's definitely hard.
You show up for the count.
Yeah.
You show up for the count. You know the game.
Yeah.
And so Pop, you know, man, that's what it's about, man. It's about me educating people. I do this everywhere I go. I don't just do this here. I do this everywhere. White House, Capitol, you know, people I see. I want to know what's happening. I want to know who you are, because there's something there for you.
Yeah.
You just got to want it.
Have you ever thought about, like, younger, like kids getting ready to graduate?
Let me tell you something. Listen to me. Man, I'm working so hard to craft my program to reach the young brothers and sisters. But the only way that I can reach them legitimately is through their parents. Because their parents have to have some direction for where they want the kids to go.
Yeah. Okay.
I've talked to a couple of middle schools, Almeda School, a few of them, where I want to go in and start engineering programs. Okay. Yeah. I was talking to the all-girls school that used to be right here, right behind you, right here. Hey, man, I think the young kids is the one going to get it. I really do. You know, because the older guys seem to think that they already got it.
They already got it, yeah.
And I just believe that once you get to a certain age, you're going to be stuck like Chuck. Yeah. If you're in that age. And a lot of us is in that age where we stuck like Chuck. We're not trying to be innovative. We're not trying to be creative. We all right, you know. And we should never be all right. You know, one reason I wanted to come back and sit with you is because last week I was here, I heard y'all talk about young brothers and sisters. See, them young brothers and sisters need some leaders. And we just don't have a whole lot of them, probably. We don't. We ain't got a whole lot of them. Where they at, I don't know. You know, people always say, well, they're in prison. Okay, might be some in there, you know, but they somewhere. Yeah. You know, I kind of started my business in the oil and gas industry, okay? And when I first started, I ain't gonna tell y'all my age, but when I first started, I met a guy who I was trying to sell pipe to, you know, a customer. And I used to drive to North Louisiana and see him, and when I go and visit with him, he always would want me to ride with him. And he had a little son. And every time we ride and look at the oil well, he checked the oil well out, checked the pipeline out. He was teaching his son. Yeah. So I want you to think about this now. This kid was probably 8 or 9 or 10. When he gets 17 years old, when he get ready to go to Texas A&M, he already gonna be a damn petroleum engineer because he know everything.
Yeah.
He know everything because his daddy showed him everything, how the oil wells flow, how they drill, how the flow line, all that good stuff. We don't teach our babies that stuff. And that's what we need to do. We need to put our babies in the mix. You know, I have to say that a lot of us didn't grow up in that. You know, whatever it is. Most of our parents was lawyers. You know, what else black people did that thought they was prominent? Accountants. What?
Nurses.
Yeah,
And,
school teachers.
School teachers, yeah.
You know, and guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you're going to go to get a damn job when you get your education. We need to get some of these young brothers and sisters to do trade schools and learn how to do stuff. You know, put their hands on it. You know, I also heard you talking about back in the day, we put our hands on it.
Yeah.
And we make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got nothing against TikTok and all this social media, but you got to put your hands on it, baby.
Yeah.
You know, that TikTok ain't always what it cooked up to be. You know, social media ain't what it cooked up to be.
Yeah.
And our babies are falling in that trap. You know, if I had my choice to wave my wand and make one thing happen, you know what I would do?
What's that?
Take all their damn cell phones. Make them talk to each other. We ain't had no damn cell phone, man. We talk to you. Call you on the phone.
Yeah.
You know, call your girlfriend on the phone.
Yeah. Wasn't no
Sleep,
text.
talk low, yeah. And then we got beepers.
Yeah.
So that's what we need. And again, like I say, there's some good things with social media. But if you keep it 100, the vast majority of it is garbage.
Yeah.
You know, and if garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
You know, man, I can't tell you how many young brothers I run into that try to teach the teacher. Like, Negro, you was in your daddy's nutsack when I was doing what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. The game ain't changed, just the players.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing slick.
Yeah.
You know, back then when we did stuff slick, we just couldn't do it slick and stand out there and disrespect the grand. You know, when Miss Johnson came to the corner, whatever you was doing, you better put your hand behind your back. Yes, ma'am. Where your mom at? She at home. I'm on my way. Now they just.
Oh, it's totally different game.
Yeah, it's a totally different game. So my thing is, you know, with my academy, I just want brothers and sisters, everybody on the panel, everybody can hear my voice, all your listeners, all your viewers. Hey, man, it's absolutely positively free. And I'll make you a bet. If you sit in on my class for 6 weeks, when you get out of my class, you're going to be awesome off the hook. I have not had one person that sit through my class that just ain't like, damn, this how I go, yes. And it's for free. You know, and I just want to plant seeds, you know, and I'm just disappointed in my community, Texas, Houston, you know. And it's Fort Florida, baby, we in there.
Yeah.
You know, we the new hot chocolate if we bust open.
Yeah. So wait, could you tell them where they can go to get to you to get in your class?
So you can go to MWDBE Academy, MW Minority Woman Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Academy, and go to that web page and just register. I want to ask you 5 little simple questions. That's all it costs. Yeah. And then the other fee is teach somebody else. That's the only thing I ask. What you learn from my academy, teach somebody else. Show somebody else how it go. Make it work. You know, Pop, anything you do right, work for it.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. And to do it right, you must understand the rules of the game. When you're playing basketball, if you step on the line, baby, you out of bounds. Turnover.
Yeah.
You can't turn it over. You can't move. It's just like a system. You got to work.
Yeah.
We already in last place. Look,
we are.
I used to tell people this all the time. Just let me be Michael Vick. Let me run like I don't need to run but 3rd and 6. I'm gonna get you a first down. You ain't got to come to me every play. Yeah. Just let me run 3rd down. And so however we got to do to get in the game, we got to make ourselves relevant. We got to understand the game. We got to understand how the game is played. You know, in this minority participation game, everybody want to cheat. You know, everybody want a shortcut. Everybody want to go get these certifications and say they this. A certification don't mean did I if you don't understand What's the qualification? So in my academy, man, I teach you a term called performing a commercially useful function. Performing a commercially useful function. Pop, that simply means I do what the hell my certification said I do. And I don't just do it, I do it good.
Yeah.
People that know me know I'm in the pipe business, been in the pipe business. And when you say Gary Wade, you say pipe, because that's what I do. You know, I've been in it for 40 plus years. I understand it, you know, and I ain't all over the place. I ain't one day I'm in the pipe business, the next day I'm washing cars. You know, pick your lane.
Yeah.
Pick what you do and stay in it. Don't switch lanes because your homeboy done made a couple of extra dollars doing something. Be patient and work you know. Have a plan, have a goal, have a mission. Yeah. And that's what I try to teach you, man. Just stay focused. Stay focused on what counts, how you can get you some money. And you know, Pop, in these programs, man, you look at these projects, damn, Pop, $800 million. I just wish some people can go to TxDOT, okay, and just go to their projects coming down the line. They might add 20 miles of highway from Austin to San Antonio, $950 million.
Damn.
For 10 miles of highway. And other than $950 million, whatever the rules say, some of that go to people that look like you and me if we can figure out how to get in the mix. You sell rebar, you pour concrete, whatever you do landscaping, whatever it is, you got to know how to look at that project and see how do Pop get in, how do I get in?
Yeah.
You know, I was just talking to Pam, and she was telling me the company, her firm, they pay for food, everything, and they use it for minority participation. So don't think just because you're not a contractor or whatever that it ain't no game. It's something for everybody. Professional services, staffing. I heard you talk about staffing. You know.
Yeah.
So you just got to be able to look at. I think there's 175,000 federal agencies, government agencies, city, state, county, airport, all kind of stuff, doing stuff every day. Every day. Every day. So we just got to start looking in the places where the money, where the bones are buried.
Yeah.
And that's what we do at the academy. And it's free, and I'm always willing to help.
Man, Gary, Mr. Wade, Gary
Man,
Wade,
call me.
man.
Call me what you call me.
I'm just saying.
No, man.
I appreciate everything you've, sharing the information with the audience,
Any
sharing the
questions?
information with anybody got any questions for Mr. Wade before?
I just got a comment. You can't beat free.com.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Free game.
So let me say this. It's free to the people, okay? But I'm operating under a grant from USDOT. And let me make it perfectly clear. USDOT grant is nearly not enough for me to do what I'm trying to do, okay? Because, like I say, in Texas alone, there's 4,500 DBEs. That's not even counting all the minority and women and all these other. I'm just talking about those that I got ID on, that I believe the federal government will be the first agency that want to fund it. Yeah. We got 45,000 people that don't know did I. Just like I said, I sent out my invitation to 4,500 in Texas.
Yeah.
I sent it out to 45,000 nationwide. And the results is absolutely crickets. And I know for a fact they ain't doing no work because when I talk to people in supply diversity, they can't find them.
Wow.
But they'll be so happy to go to these come meet the buyer and all these old crazy ass community so-called programs that these firms put together to get you out there to make it seem like they're doing something. And the people that's out there hosting them can't buy nothing. You know, but they look good. They giving you a card. I'm the VP of X, Y, and Z. You ain't got nothing but a card. And them people sent you out there to represent them. You can't do nothing.
Wow.
You know, you can't, and it's sad. Yeah. So here's my thing. If you want that kind of job, go for it. But do me a favor. Take me to your leader. Take me to who can make decisions.
Yeah.
Help me win. You know, help me win. Tonight in my class, I do a little disclaimer that I call, here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is these programs is designed to help you make some money. The people that's working on that side of it, you're lucky if you can find somebody who want to help you make something.
Yeah.
Okay? So you got to know how to hold their butt accountable. You got to know how to tell them this how a game go. Listen, they'll tell you, go look at my website. I'll tell it to the White House. I'll tell it to whoever because the rules are the rules. And not only do I tell the rules, I can show you in the rule book, here's the rule. If the rule good for Peter, why not for Paul?
Yeah.
So after doing this for a decade, Pop, I'm finally getting some eyes and ears on the national level, definitely on a local level. You know, I fussed at the city of Houston, man. I cussed the people out of the city of Houston for 5 years, you know. And I didn't realize that I was talking to people who couldn't make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, you can't make it happen, you know. And sadly to say, that DEI program that we were talking about that Trump is cutting, a lot of them people who are in those positions are going to be cut.
Yeah.
Personally, I call them gatekeepers, you know. And in a fancy office in the corner to just monitor what I'm trying to do, you know. And when they do run into that one or two individuals that know how to make it happen, they don't want to make it happen because it's hard to see you make $100 million contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't tell you how many black people in this town that have told me when I was running AAA Treasure, you already got some. The hell is some? What's too much?
Wow.
You hear me?
Yeah.
On some projects that I done that we were awarded contracts and there were more opportunities, I was told you already got some. Well, who you gonna give some more pipe work to? Ain't no more pipe players in the game.
Wow.
And so that's the mentality of the people who say whether you come in or not. But Pop, what I do, man, is I put the ads on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? I put them on Front Street. You know, I'm not mad at you because you work for these companies and you like your cush job. You know, I'm not mad at that at all. But what I do have a problem with it if you blocking my shot and blocking my people's shot.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, man, I like to get all you guys in my class anytime. I gave y'all the website. Yeah, okay.
Give it to them one more time on that.
MWDBE Academy. Minority, Woman, Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. MWDBEacademy.com. We there. And my classes, so listen, my classes are 6 weeks long. Okay? Monday through Thursday, 1 hour from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I ain't never missed a class. Never missed a class in 6 years. And I'm not planning on missing. So if I get you in my class, I expect you to show up because I don't come do this just because I want to see myself on the damn TV screen. I want to know I'm reaching some people.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's my thing. I want to know I'm helping somebody.
Well,
If it's just one.
Well, I sure appreciate you, Wade.
That's it, baby.
So appreciate you, man. We're going to take, we got something up there? Okay. So we're going to take a 10-minute break. Or not 10 minutes, 5 minutes. 5-minute break. You want something to eat? Grab something to eat. We got some food.
No,
It's been up there?
Yeah, it's been up there. Yeah.
It's cold now.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh damn. Okay. My bad. I would have been. My bad. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm gonna warm this up and we're gonna eat this food. So let's take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna finish up. All right, y'all, we're back, and before we keep going, I want to send a shout out to my sponsors, Brock Brand. Make sure you go out and get your Brock Brand right now on brockbrand.com. Also, Quad Houston, 4608 Almeda, and the DN Cigar Lounge, which that's where we at right now, having a nice smoke, nice conversation, And I want to thank once again Gary Wade for coming out and sharing his expertise on the things that he does to help minority-owned businesses and people who wants to become have ownership of their own business.
I do that as well.
Same thing?
Exact same thing.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, you gotta say something sometimes,
I've said that several times.
You told it on the show? You did?
Yeah, because that's why I'm transitioning because I work for New York State. I've been doing that for 10 years. I'm the person that reviews the paperwork on the other end of the gamut. And so, as now I'm not going to, I done made 10 years there. Monday made 10 years I've been with New York State. And, they trying to get me on out of there now, I changed my status on my taxes, so I ain't contributing to their economy. They got to pay me more money now because they got a state tax, they got a city tax, so they trying to get me out of there now.
Oh.
So, I'm just going to take what I learned, and I'm building a business to do exactly what he's doing.
Rat bastards.
Oh, but I got it, I got like everything I do, anything I do, I'm going to try to find a way to be able to help my people. Like that's I love doing comedy, and I try to help my people through comedy. But on that front, that's something I'm very like. That's my passion project. This is my company that I'm going to be most passionate about.
Okay, that's a good thing. I'm glad that so we can also include your seminars or have these classes that you're doing into the
That's
into
why I
the
need
talk.
to tap in with Amanda Edwards. I got a proposal for her.
Okay, all right, cool. Well, we'll get that person in that'll do that. So the inauguration was when? Monday, Tuesday?
On MLK Day,
Monday. So nobody watched it?
and did not.
Nobody watched it.
I was in-
I didn't watch it. I didn't.
Oh, we seen that. We caught the highlights.
We were about to go into that. And that's why
Yeah.
we're talking about
We caught the highlights.
the whole thing. So the president is in office now.
My God, today I ain't never prayed so hard.
And he hit the ground running
Shit, no,
real fast.
at the speed of sound.
There's a lot of stuff that he done did. I saw in Chicago, ICE is already
Out there acting a donkey.
loading up out there.
That is, boy, this is unhinged. This shit feel like something off a movie. Like it is. Like it's just unfathomable.
Pardon 1,500 of the January 6th
Pardon 1,500.
Yeah.
so-called
Let them
patriots
niggas
that
loose.
stormed the Capitol.
Pardon 15.
He sent 1,500 troops to the border to secure the border.
This nigga is wild.
He's did an executive order of the children that are born in the United States saying
Yeah.
that you can't be a citizen. So yeah, he's definitely hit the ground running.
Well, here's what I'm saying. So, and then Elon Musk did his whole Nazi salute deal, which he tried to throw it off and said Kamala Harris did the same thing.
They did a whole video with about 4 different presidential politician people.
It wasn't the same thing. It wasn't the same thing. Elon, you can get off that one.
Mash the gas.
I will say this. This is definitely going to be a motion picture for the next 40 years.
I just pray we survive this shit, man.
It's going to be a motion picture for the next 4 years.
Yeah, like mentally. Hell yeah.
I believe him and Elon is gonna blow up sooner or later. because you're allowing a South African guy who's a billionaire to come in, and eventually you're going to tell him some secrets about the United States that he shouldn't know. And he just declassified MLK and JFK. Just declassified it. Yeah. I'm one thing he did do also, if you're a girl, you're a girl. If you're a boy, Damon, you are a boy. He did do that. The whole child support and taxes thing. Now, there's going to be a lot of brothers out there happy. There's going to be a lot of women out there that's going to be mad. So, the way it works is, if you are a woman, for the women, if you are receiving child support from a man, from your man, or your baby daddy or whoever it is, you're receiving child support from him, you will not be able to file your taxes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did hear about that.
When it's time to file taxes and give child support. You got to pick one or the other.
Let's just say women, because not only black women, yeah.
File your taxes and get about $5 or $6.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna break it down.
So a lot of people get taken off child support.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of guys. Now, here's my thing, and I'm talking to you, Donald J. Trump. Could you go back and do this?
Shut up.
Could you retro this?
You know what?
Please.
Niggas.
If you retro this, you will be my guy.
Your ass.
You will be. Plus, you had to pay it too, Donald. So you know what we're talking about. So retro this for men like myself and others. Retro this, please. That's what I'm saying. They go back pay and all of that. Man, say, man. Because
doing the most,
so in other words, he pretty much eliminated child support because those women are not going to give up that $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 that they was getting in that one lump for that $3,000, $5,000 for the full amount of the year. What you gotta say, Cunningham? Look like you gotta say something.
They don't have a choice. If you getting child support and you file your taxes, you don't have an option. It ain't no either or. If I'm paying child support and in April I file my taxes, and we got 3 kids together, I automatically get those kids. That's correct. Yeah. And you gotta beg them to get one. Let me carry. Yeah. Let me carry one.
I'm trying to understand how you tying the two together.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm riding with the guys, but if your income tax is based on the income that you worked your job on, right? He's paying child support to help the assistance with the child. 2 totally separate entities in terms of money.
Yeah.
So,
to help boost your money.
So then take away the dependent then. You know what I'm saying? Take that status away then.
I mean, that's what they're saying. You cannot use the child.
Or can't use the child.
Oh.
Any of them.
No.
Okay.
But the man can.
But the man can.
The man can.
Well, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. But I thought you said you either choose either child support or choose refund your refund, a tax refund.
Either way, it's
Yeah.
But no, if you're gonna file the taxes,
Can't use them as dependents.
can't use it as a.
You gotta act like you single filing. Okay, yeah. Now, okay.
Yeah, that's been a big topic
Well,
on this week.
Whoa, you missed one.
What's that?
The SNAP.
Oh,
You can only use SNAP for 3 months, and you can't get cookies, ice cream, or none of them frills.
and you got to get generic shit.
Generic. No sugar snacks. You got to get smacks.
You can't get Imperial. You got to get
Sugar.
one that say sugar on there.
Sugar. Yes.
You can't get Fruity Pebbles. That shit just gonna say Pebbles. Yeah. You can't get Borden's. That shit just gonna say milk. Yeah. 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 So you can't get Kool-Aid. That shit just gonna say Laid. That's it.
red drink.
All right, that's enough.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. K, not Dr. Pepper.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh, that's a name brand.
That's a name brand.
You can't get that.
Gonna say drink.
It's just gonna say cola.
It's gonna say soda.
It's just gonna say cola.
Remember that orange drink? That's what it's going to
Drink.
Orange drink.
Hey. So I'm just saying, man, some things he's doing, you kind of like, okay. And the other shit he's doing, like, this fool here. This fool, he's a damn fool for doing this.
Well, the one thing he's going to have a problem with, he's talking about going after the cartel.
Cartel.
And the cartel don't play fair. So if you go out there and start going after the cartel, they're going to start going after people's families. That's what they do. And then you're going to start bringing out people that are actually government officials that are tied up in there. It's going to be interesting.
But you know one thing about it? Reason why he gonna do that, because he not scared. Because he got the best fucking armed service in the world in his back pocket. So that's why he not scared to do it. It's like a motherfucker who got backup and talk all the shit, knowing, oh, I got them behind me. That's pretty much what it is.
It's going to turn out to be like Vietnam. It's going to turn out to be Vietnam. We had the same mentality. We got the greatest, and went over there, and them dudes was running in the bush with knives and spears, and they killed so many.
That's because you went to their land and did what you did.
Yeah.
You can't do that on foot.
You got to go to, they going to Mexico. What are you going to do, bomb all
But here's the
Mexico?
thing, though.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
The thing about that is this. It's getting to the point that we're not sending actual troops over there. We're sending drones and machines, and our technology is it's way far in advance than.
Hold on. Have you been watching Landman?
Man, I watch Land, man.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
All right.
Now, you remember the scene where the cartel was trafficking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They caught him in that valley, the highly trained CIA agents. How many came out? 4?
Yeah.
That's a small little group. You send what's the name of the group?
That's what you're talking about. Special forces gonna sit in there. That's what you're talking about.
Boy, they ain't gonna know what hit them.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
You don't want them
What I'm
problems.
saying is this here. Let's be for real. Yeah, the cartel makes billions, but this is the United States. We make trillions. What I'm saying is this. Do you really think the cartel is going to outmatch our armed forces?
There's no way.
No way.
Know how.
But it ain't gonna be no traditional. It's not gonna be no traditional.
I'm not saying it's gonna be a
Yeah.
traditional. What I'm saying is, once you start taking out politicians' families, they're gonna drop something heavy on them people,
Real heavy.
and they're gonna find those people and drop something heavy on them. We talking about a motherfucker that got the button.
They in bed with him anyway. They in bed with him anyway, Pop.
Yeah.
I mean, so they don't like they know where they live.
Yeah, they know the address and
All
everything.
that, yeah, shit. They got American
Man,
dollars.
they got a satellite on cartels' houses right now, caves and all that shit, wherever they at. The motherfucker got a cave or a hut, or they got something over there.
Right.
They got a safe house somewhere.
For the moment.
Antonio, using the army, it's the most intelligent motherfuckers.
They may take out 10 of ours, but we're gonna take out 1,000 of theirs. So that's how it's gonna work. But it's hard to take out somebody you already in bed with, though.
True.
You start affecting that green.
Yep.
That's the
It's
shit.
definitely
That's
gonna be
really
a
who
problem.
running this shit. The
That's
money.
gonna be a problem. So that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We done. My pocket.
So what you think? You think they gonna really? I don't think that's gonna be a big issue.
I think it's gonna be an all show, just like it was when Reagan was in office. War on drugs.
Well, we know Reagan funded everything.
You know what I'm talking about? It was war on drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
Brought them over.
Yeah.
We know Reagan funded
And
everything.
what is that village idiot about? Money.
Just
It's that green dollar. I mean, that dollar.
Just say no.
Yeah, just say no.
That whole campaign.
Word, go.
He was gonna get high regardless.
Yeah,
No
they
matter
gonna find
what.
something to
This
get high on.
Way,
nigga
so-
testing the coke.
They gonna find something to get high on. You get high, you know, you go
Might
to the
start-
store.
Go get some
Get
Sharpies
some
and
Sudafed.
start sniffing markers.
Marcus. and shit, Yeah.
Shit, you take a
Sniffing
Benadryl
paint.
if you really want to just lay the fuck out.
Really do. Sleep good in the mother on
Benadryl.
Benadryl, boy. Ooh, that's the best sleep in the
Benadryl.
world.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Benadryl.
That NyQuil.
That NyQuil a
That
bad
go
motherfucker
hard.
too.
Shit.
And it is.
Yeah.
You get some over the counter shit that can get you on
Oh,
out
it'll
of
make,
there.
it'll
Yeah.
make you lay down and feel good.
Done it many a times.
Yeah,
Far away.
you're never gonna end the war on drugs.
Ever.
Nah,
Never.
it's too much money in the
They buy
war.
cars and
much
houses
money.
too.
Pfizer the biggest dope dealer in the game. Shit, them the real dope.
Them the real
boys.
dope dealers right there.
Ain't that what Jay Z
Legal.
said? Shit. It's a dope house on every corner, nigga.
Pharmaceuticals.
Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid,
Walmart.
goddamn.
Yeah.
They ran Eckers off the block, but you know what I'm saying?
They told Eckers, get your ass off the block.
Right.
We're taking over.
Go on now. Get from here.
Remember Eckers drugs?
Yeah, I remember Eckers.
Eckers drugs.
Used to be Eckers on Homestead and Tidway.
Yeah.
Eckers drugs in Fifth Ward. It was Eckers drugs. It was Eckers
Almost
drugs right
everywhere
now.
where it used to be a Walmart.
On West 10 Scott, it was
Drugs
Eckers
in
drugs.
North Carolina.
It was everywhere.
Eckers used to run shit.
What I'm saying though, this is about sit back and watch the movie unfold
Yeah.
because it's about to unfold in front of your face.
Or like a horror show.
Boy, whew.
Everything about to unfold right in front of you. So next thing is, I'm glad that everybody's safe from the snowstorm. It's funny how a little snow can shut everything down in the city of Houston.
You know, but you know what? No, okay,
Well, it was a lot. I mean,
How many inches we get?
okay. Let me give y'all a little perspective. Okay, so I lived in New York 8 years.
Oh, wow.
I done been through a snowstorm. Okay, I'm talking about the shit sounds like Armageddon. I remember hearing people fighting, screaming, people laying on horns. It took me an hour and a half to get home on a train, and that trip usually takes me 27 minutes door to door. Okay? Talking about snow so high, like, it's crazy. Now, imagine the fact that they know that they get snowstorms. And so, when they know they coming, they have this de-icing salt that they got to put on the streets and all this other kind of stuff. And they move this stuff by the tons. A woman on business I just interviewed, this lady say she during the winter months, she hauls 20 tons of de-icing salt a day to one municipality.
Wow.
And they are used to snow, and it's still not enough. So here, because it's such a rare occurrence, we don't have snow plows. Those snow plows you saw, they had to go borrow them. We don't have access to de-icing salt. I don't even think we have quarries that are close enough to where we can get de-icing salt from.
We don't.
So trying to pull that kind of tonnage for a city, we're not gonna have those resources ready on hand because it doesn't behoove the city to do that because what we ain't gonna hardly use it.
We don't have the infrastructure for none of that.
Yeah, it's
for none of it.
It's like de-ice. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So it's like we don't have the resource. Even like they have these spikes that they put on the tires of the buses so that they can plow through and drive on the snow. You know what I'm saying? So that they have traction. It don't make sense for us to invest in stuff like that because that's a one. You know what I'm saying? We might not see snow for another year and a half, 2 to 3 years. So to buy stuff and invest in stuff like that, it doesn't make sense for the city to have stuff like that on hand just in case, because that's a waste of money. Machines and all that kind of stuff depreciate every year. So we don't have. So it's safer. You know what I mean? If you look at it from a city planning standpoint. Point and just an environmental standpoint, it was safer for us just to stay our ass at home. Cause what the fuck was we missing?
Not a damn thing.
Right.
Building a snowman.
You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things where people got to be at home. We got to experience snow. I had snowball fight with my nephew. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time, and we probably needed to sit down some motherfucking where. So we wasn't missing nothing by being out on the damn street. We didn't need all of that.
Yeah, Herman Park had the sleds.
Yeah.
People out there with
really?
sleds and shit.
I bet that
On
was.
Hippie Hill.
45 people out there sledding.
Yeah.
So people around the country understand we don't get this shit often. So we're gonna have fun with it once we do get it. If we do go out, I didn't go out. I stayed my ass in the house the whole time, and I watched movies and a whole season of a show.
Yeah. I had a good fucking time.
And I was cool with that.
Well, I still had to work, but I still was at home chilling and didn't have to worry about going.
I can watch Dave Chappelle whole HBO season. Oh, not HBO. He was on Comedy Central then. Just sat at the house and.
Did y'all watch him on SNL?
I watched him on SNL. It was good.
That suit was fitting nice too.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a nice suit on.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Oh boy, yeah.
He said
That's the ones that go to Colorado and Vail and all that during snow season.
Right. That's the people that got timeshares and shit in Colorado Springs.
So do anybody think we'll have another cold freeze this year, or that's it?
2021.
Well, that was a freeze.
When we had that freeze.
That was a freeze.
We didn't have no snow.
We ain't had no snow.
That was around.
I don't think
So you think we done for the year?
Yeah.
That was it? Y'all think we done for the year? That was it?
I think so.
As far as
Because
being
had
real?
some
it jumped
cold
up
weather,
to
but we ain't gonna have
65
nothing
way
like
too
that.
fast. It was
Yeah.
65 earlier today. So like they was like, okay, we done with this shit. It's exhausting. Let's just go back to being regular.
But I tell people when people come in from out of town, I always tell them, look, man, it ain't gonna last long. It get cold for about 2 days, and the next 3-4 days we in the 60s again.
Yeah, we got on hoodies and flip flops.
So
Just enough to get you sick.
yeah, that's it.
Agitate your allergies.
That's
type
it.
Shit.
So while I was at home, I watched Cross. Anybody watch that show?
I haven't watched it yet. Wait, is that the one where the man mouth was always hanging open?
Huh?
Okay, I'm thinking about something else.
He said cross, not porn.
No. Mr. Cunningham, don't do me like that. Don't do me that.
Watch that series, Alex Cross.
Alex Cross.
It was a good show.
It was a good show. It was pretty good. I spent
What
the
is
whole
called?
day. It's called Cross.
Cross.
I spent the whole day.
My homegirl does a PR for this show. She works with that dude for that show.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see that dude, I just think of MC Ran because he played MC Ran.
He did.
On
I used to watch him on one of them little CSI type of like
You know
shows.
who his brother
he was
is?
oh,
The brother that FBI, most wanted FBI, the black guy on him. That's his brother.
I never watched that show.
Oh yeah, that's his brother.
89.
Huh?
Said the last time it snowed was 1989.
Here? Like that?
Oh, four.
It snowed, but not like that.
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
When the freeway was white.
4 inches.
Yeah, when the freeway was white.
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
I feel
4.
like,
It was December, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's 20 years. Like I said, very rare.
Cause I remember being
You
at
don't
Club Max's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we get him about every 18 years.
Yeah, so we're not gonna have
I ain't gonna see it no more.
exciting again.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
Y'all better recycle y'all shit.
Recycle?
I recycle. I'm a very intentional recycler. I have been for like the last 25 years. Boy, that's because hell done froze over.
That's crazy. In the desert.
Hell done froze over, I'm
In
telling
the
you.
desert.
It was snowing
In
in
the desert.
Florida.
When it's colder down here than in New York, hell done froze over.
That's crazy.
Hell has
Can't
froze
explain
over.
it.
So that means the hurricane season gonna be out the chain.
Ooh,
yeah.
my God. Oh,
Season gonna be out the
God.
chain.
Got by this last
Oh,
time.
Lord. I'm nervous now.
We do.
And look, I'm gonna say this:
Each one did walk about 4, 5 steps.
when we have hurricane season, we know what it is. We prepared.
Yeah.
Just be prepared,
Know it's
and
coming.
just we just know what it is when it comes.
Yeah.
We know if it's a category 4 in the Gulf, by the time it get inland, it's gonna drop a little bit, and it's still gonna be something. It's gonna drop a little bit.
Some water.
But
We
when
gonna
it's
get
in
some
that water,
We gonna get some water now.
That's you on the dirty side.
Yeah, we always are. Seems
I'm gonna
like
tell you like this: I could take that Harvey again before I take that other shit.
Alicia or that other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that,
I can do another
water.
Harvey because Harvey ain't do nothing. Harvey didn't knock out nothing. It
No.
just rained so fucking
That water.
much.
Goddamn water.
That's all Harvey did.
Mm-hmm.
So I could,
Yeah.
I could take
Shit.
that little rain that it did,
Yeah.
that Harvey did,
Gil.
instead of having the wind blow everything down.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I don't like about hurricanes, stuff like
Much
that.
damage.
I got
But
stranded because of a hurricane with the TSU football team.
here's your football team. Huh?
Pause. I was the student body president.
You a student body?
You was a student
I
body.
was the president of the student body, the Student Government Association.
The body
We
for the
went-
students.
Body of the students.
You know what, you niggas. Yeah. I don't like y'all. Y'all are such pervs.
Hey, but check this out though.
Y'all funny.
Who you got this weekend, Vic? Before we go,
I'm gonna roll with. I want Buffalo to win, but I know Kansas City will. I think Philly gonna deal with Commandos in a mighty way. What you call them?
Commandos,
No, the other one, Philadelphia. What you call
the
them?
Sheagles,
Sheagles.
and
Yeah.
the shit skin.
In the shit skin.
So you got Philly.
I got Philly and
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah.
Okay. Opposite of what I'm
Yeah.
going for, but
Yeah. I mean, I might change my mind. I guess I'll go and go.
you don't like Kansas City.
I'm mad at them, doggone it. But I guess I got to go with 15. I'm going to go with 15
Why you mad at Kansas City?
because he sent my boys home.
Hey man,
Suckers.
your boys had a good season.
They did.
They'll be back next year,
Yeah.
and it's bad when you when you lose your players at the wrong time.
Right about that one.
That could have helped.
Would have helped
Look at
tremendously.
the other side, man. They did better than they did last year.
Well, we won a payroll game.
Continuous improvement. Right?
Yeah, you can look at it. That's a bright side.
Like they say in church, every round gets higher and higher.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
But like I
Next year
tell,
gonna be great.
but like I tell everybody, if you ain't first,
You last.
you last.
Don't nobody remember last.
So don't nobody remember who made it to the playoffs.
No.
Second place is the first loser. Huh?
Yes,
that's
it is.
Those are facts.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
we
So
sure right.
if you're not holding up the
If you're not
trophy,
winning,
You
you're
just got some extra
losing.
practice.
You know,
You just got some
If you're
extra
not
practice.
winning, you're
I'm
losing.
saying this here because all our teams didn't make the playoffs, so it don't matter.
No. Nobody remember now.
It don't matter. It matters if you're holding up that trophy
That's all.
at the end of the day. So
That's
you
it.
can make the playoffs every year.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, look at Buffalo in 4 years straight. They made the Super Bowl.
Boy, I don't know if I didn't want to.
And what happened? They never held up that trophy.
held it hell up.
Fumbled the bag.
And you remember Buffalo for the wrong thing, losing 4 straight.
Oh,
Shit.
So,
That's gotta hurt.
yeah, that does hurt. I'd rather
I
not even
didn't go at all.
go at
Yeah,
all.
fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Get that.
4
lose
times in a
4
row.
Or at
times.
least win one time.
Y'all
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Hard.
that's ridiculous.
So with
They
that
can't
being,
handle pressure.
so with that being said, anybody got anything else to say before I leave?
You ain't asked who I was going for.
You were so quiet over there. I asked you. I asked you earlier. Who you going for?
These nuts.
And with these nuts,
These nuts.
these nuts coming in last place, they're not going to hold up the trophy. All right. So, man, I appreciate everybody for being on the panel again tonight. I know we had, Wade, he talked a lot about, the services that he provide. So go check it out. And we talked about sports. I love talking about sports. So one more thing before I go, a quick cowboy talk. I got to throw it in.
Oh, yeah.
So Schottenheimer and Chip Kelly is the last two. Not Chip Kelly. Schottenheimer and Pete Carroll.
Oh, they interview Pete?
They interviewing Pete.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. Schottenheimer is a fill-in.
Mm-hmm.
I think if he do hire Schottenheimer, he's only going to be there for 2 or 3 years.
Puppet.
Pete Carroll may be there a little longer, depending on his health. He's 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, don't get Dion. That's all I got to say about that.
Amen.
What's
Just
up?
got one thing to say. Man, these free cigars, man,
Good, huh?
they smoke even better, I tell you.
I got one too.
Why you got to talk about old stuff?
I got one too. So, man, I want to thank y'all. Next week we're gonna come back. So next week we'll be able to talk about who's going to the Super Bowl next week. We're gonna get everybody picks for the next 2 weeks. So it'll change.
You gonna do a board?
We can do a board.
Oh, let's do a board.
Yeah, we can do a board.
Let's do two.
Pam got to make it though. But
Let's do 2 of them.
we can do a board though.
Do a little cute low one and a high one.
Yeah. So
Making us a board for the Super Bowl.
So next week we're gonna talk about Super Bowl teams that's going to Super Bowl and some other things that we'll come up with next week. Because there's going to be a lot that happened. Trump is in office, so there's going to be a lot to talk about with him. He gives you material.
Yep.
A bunch of it. So looking forward to it.
Comedians finna
Most
have a
clowns
ball.
do.
He gives you
Comedians are about to have, in the next 4 years, we're going to have so much Trump material, it's going to be ridiculous.
So besides that, man, I want to thank everybody for being on there. I want to thank Brock Brand, Quad Houston, also the Den Cigar Lounge. This has been our I don't know how many episodes we had at this
We got
point.
to count them.
Then we got to count them. Well, Big Stick Energy coming to you once again. It's your boy Pop. Once again, I got all the energy in the Big Stick. I see y'all next week. Signing off.